Welcome to VSP News from Coleman's Corner. I am your host, David A. Coleman, editor of Fleet Maintenance Magazine, the only publication that is all maintenance, all management, all vehicle classes, all the time. You know, weather is not only rough on individuals and animals, it adversely impacts the finish of vehicles and equipment. I spoke with Dan Szczepanik, Fleet Finishes Global Product Manager for Sherwin-Williams, about fleet corrosion protection. Sherwin-Williams is a global leader in the manufacture, distribution, and sale of coatings and related products to professional, industrial, commercial, and retail customers. Its automotive finishes division manufactures and distributes a complete line of advanced technology paint and coating systems for automotive and fleet refinishing industries. Szczepanik explained why the proper vehicle coatings are important and offered some advice on what fleets should look for when choosing a coating supplier.
Your fleet is your moving billboard, and you want to keep it in tip-top shape. The proper color, the proper appearance, and you can do that with the proper coatings. You can investigate coatings companies and make sure that they have a robust recommended standing operating procedure, robust testing that they can show you on how they've tested and how long their coating system should last. And three, that the service and support that they're going to give you is what you need. That's sometimes overlooked, and it's an important aspect when you're refinishing your fleet.
Just how often should a vehicle be painted?
Well, with our top-line Genesis system, you can expect 5 to 7 to 10 years of lifetime, obviously depending on use and where it is in the country. With proper maintenance, you can extend that. Now, I will say with lower quality coatings or with poor maintenance, you may be on a 2 or 3 year schedule. By changing those two things, you can get more out of your coating system.
I also asked, on average, how much more would it cost to use a higher quality coating versus something a fleet might purchase at an automotive retail store?
That's a good question, David. The small increase, which we're talking 25–30% up front, can save you serious dollars on the back end of fleet maintenance. Everyone is concerned about film build and cost going in, but when you look at the extra 3 to 4 years that coating system will last, you are saving exponentially.
Szczepanik said an investment in a superior vehicle coating is worthwhile because it lasts longer, keeping vehicles on the road rather than back in the shop prematurely because the coating has to be serviced or painted again.
To have a vehicle in a garage for an extra week or two, that takes profit out of your pocket. Now you have to find a different way to make up for that. So in a weird way, the coating system can make sure that you continue to have that vehicle on the road, earning money and getting cash in your pocket.
It should be noted that corrosion protection involves not just coatings, but a holistic approach.
Corrosion protection isn't just about the coatings. It's about the whole process of how corrosion happens and how you repair your vehicle. So ensuring that you have the proper metal makeup, no galvanic cells, to proper substrate preparation, paint choice, film build, which is critical, and a maintenance schedule. You have to look at it from beginning to end and not just focus on the coatings. We're a little partial on the coating side, but we understand there's much more to it than just coatings.
Then there is the matter of vehicle engineering.
One, I would want to prevent pooling of any water or salt water mixture. Anywhere that water can get and stay is going to corrode and shorten the life of that vehicle. Two, you want a proper maintenance schedule. Make sure you're cleaning the 42 inches from the ground up, the chassis and the sidewalls. That's the hot zone where most corrosion can happen. And three, you want to prepare the substrate properly. A good cleaning and sanding so that primer has a proper base will really give you the best life of corrosion protection.
Often overlooked are key elements that need to be considered when it comes time to refinish a vehicle. Sherwin-Williams Szczepanik noted 3 of them.
Don't assume that all the OEMs assembled their equipment perfectly. Look for galvanic corrosion hotspots. What I mean by that is dissimilar metals. like when stainless steel may be touching aluminum. What happens there is you'll have electrons flowing from the aluminum to the stainless. The stainless will be pristine and the aluminum would corrode at an extraordinary rate. You have to isolate the two metals with a gasket or with re-engineering of the metals. So that's an important aspect. You cannot just paint over a galvanic cell. It'll come back and bite you.
Lastly, I asked what steps can be taken when in preparation for the winter season.
What I would do if I was a fleet is to make sure you have an intact coating system going into the winter. Any cracks or separation of coatings have to be fully repaired and repainted. You need 100% coating quality going into the winter. 2, make sure that the coatings you're choosing, especially on the primer, are quality 2K urethane or 2K epoxy. Follow that up with a quality 2K urethane top coat and you're in good shape. And lastly, make sure that your coating company has tested it properly using some of the most advanced corrosion testing techniques like cyclical corrosion.
For more information on vehicle coatings and fleet corrosion protection and on Sherwin-Williams, visit Fleet Maintenance Magazine online. Thank you for tuning in to VSP News from Coleman's Corner. I am your host, David A. Coleman, editor of Fleet Maintenance Magazine. It is the only publication that is all maintenance, all management, all vehicle classes, all of the time. Until our next broadcast, keep up to date with what is happening in our industry by visiting Fleet Maintenance Magazine online.